Hey guys, it's Miss Clevenger again. I just want to start off by saying this section I'm not going to work out all the problems. I'm only going to work out a few select ones. Our objective is I can add, subtract, multiply, and divide integers fluently, so that's what we're going to practice. But before we do that, I want to make sure that you understand that you need to know your rules. So let's talk about our addition rules when it comes to integers. When we add integers, there are two rules. One is for when the signs are the same. One is for when the signs are different. When the signs are the same, you just add and keep the sign. So you add the two numbers together and then you keep the sign. If the signs are the same, we add and keep the sign. If the signs are different, so if our signs are different, you subtract and then keep the sign of the larger number. So the signs are different, you subtract and then keep the signs, and that's only when we're adding integers. When we're adding integers, these are the two rules. If the signs are the same, we add and keep. If the signs are different, we subtract and then keep the sign of the larger absolute value. Now, our subtraction rule is easy. We really don't have a subtraction rule other than we make it an addition problem. So, if it's a subtraction problem, you keep, change, and then follow addition rules. So like once you change it to an addition problem, you go back and then follow the addition rules. So the only subtraction rule is that we stay, change, and then follow the addition rules. Now, with multiplication and division have the same two rules. One rule is if the signs are the same. One rule is for when the signs are different. If the signs are the same, the answer is positive. So the answer is positive. If the signs are different, the answer is negative. So what that means is that you're just going to multiply and divide just like you always do, and then if the signs are the same at the end, you make it negative, or you make it positive, and if the signs are different, you make it negative. So let's look at a couple of these problems. So we're going to look at this first one. It says 5 minus negative 7. So remember, our subtraction rule tells us stay, change, then follow the addition rule. So we're going to stay, change. 5 plus, so we stayed 5, we changed a minus to a positive, plus sign. Now we're going to change a negative 7 to a positive 7. So guys, now I'm going to go up and I'm going to pretend like it wasn't a subtraction problem to begin with, and I'm going to follow those addition rules. My signs are the same. I'm going to just add, and then they're both positive, so my answer has to be positive 12. We're going to look at the next one. I have an addition problem, but my signs are different. So when my signs are different, I'm supposed to subtract 11 minus 8 is equal to 3 because 11 is the bigger of the two numbers. Then my 3 becomes negative, so my answer is negative 3. So 11 minus 8 is 3, and then the negative 11 makes that a negative 3. We'll look at the next one. I have two multiplication problems. I have a multiplication problem, and my signs are the same. So remember, when I'm multiplying, my signs are the same. I'm just going to multiply like normal, and then my answer will be positive. So even though they're both negative, when I multiply 6 times 6, I get 36. Since the signs are the same, my answer stays positive. I'm going to leave that as positive. Let's look at the next one. I have negative 12 minus 7. Guys, my only subtraction rule is stay, change. So I'm going to stay, change. I've got negative 12 plus, because the minus sign became a plus sign, and then my positive 7 then becomes a negative 7. Now I can follow my addition rules. Addition says if the signs are the same, I add and keep. Signs are the same. I add and keep the sign. Now guys, this is a division. I just want you to know that that's a division sign. Signs are different, so you know your answer is going to be negative at the end. It does not matter what you do when you multiply or divide it. Once you divide it, your answer will be negative because the signs are different. I want to find one that when we change it, let's see, let's do this one right here. Remember, our only subtraction rule is to stay, change, change. So I stay at 13, I change to a positive sign, I then change this to a negative 15. Now guys, here's the thing. Once I changed it, my signs became different. So now I do have to subtract. 15 minus 13 is 2. But the negative 15 is what makes this a negative 2. Now, did I know that if I took 15 away from 13, I would end up in the negatives? Yes. But our rule tells us to stay, change, change, and then follow the addition rules, and that's what we're going to do. These are pretty much straightforward from here on out. I hope that y'all do well on this, and stay tuned for part 4.